Okay, and we are back. When last we saw you, we were about to head into a big old tag team match at NXT No Mercy, where Lester's place will be taken by CM Punk, and he'll be teaming with Eliza to take on Lexis King and Bailey, who's taking the place of JC Jane. Let's have a quick look at some of the DMs that are kicking in before we get going. So before we take over WWE at Survivor Series, Mutiny says we will take back our NXT Unity Tag Team Championships tonight at NXT No Mercy. People still believe Triple H might be behind this because of his position neutrality. WWE says none of that is going to happen. We have faith in CM Punk and Eliza to get the job done. Adam Pearce is pulling for Team WWE. So is real Nick Aldis, who wants to set the tone heading into Survivor Series. Kevin Owens says you guys are going to be very disappointed. So let's see how this plays out, folks.
Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
I pointed out last time, Freebird rule only really counts if you're the champion.
There's the old stump puller leg snap.
But that's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
The challenger
Otherwise,
really
just a team choosing.
here.
Now we see if he weathers this
Anyone
moment
can
or
just
tries
choose
to
their
tag
members
out.
as a team.
Momentum entirely against Lexis here.
Lexis unable to use his wide arsenal here.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Caught with a clothesline.
Okay, so we got to tag in Punk and get him against Bailey. First let's get Punk tagged
He's in
in.
the corner here.
There's the tag.
Tag is made.
What do these two have in store?
Double shoulder block.
Teamwork could be exactly what makes the dream work in this
Send him
title
into the
match.
corner, see if he makes the tag.
Punk's knee to the face.
Really not.
Into the short clothesline, and Punk is on a roll. Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Come on, King. Tag out. I need Bailey in there. Could do the same thing I did before, which is just
We can sense the
attack her on the
WWE
outside.
universe behind him right now.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
One step ahead there.
That was one way for the champion to send a message. Will there be a response in kind?
Oh, scattered that one. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Come on, man. Let's tag out, dude.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
There we are. Hot tag time.
Just in time.
Whoa.
Down from behind. Incredible. And look at this.
How dare you.
Big scissor into a bridge here for the pin. Shoulders down.
Loose cover leads to a
Get
strong
out of the ring,
kick out.
Lexus.
Man. Oh my gosh. Spin kick to the midsection.
Get her back in the ring. Bailey's got an outfit, like a mutiny outfit.
Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
I guess we'll unlock at some point.
And he nails the bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
Whirlwind Slam
See the
time.
defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash.
That
And
seems
now
an awfully
it's CM
position
Punk's
for.
turn.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What just happened?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
What?
Happening right now.
It's over.
We
Should have seen it coming.
New Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn.
This because of the clown music.
CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM
I'm
Punk on their
shocked, I
side,
tell you.
Mutiny now
Well, not that
has
shocked.
all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it, Punk. Yet I totally believe it.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy looking like an idiot making booby traps to stop mutiny invasions, who do you think started the rumors that it was causing dissension in the mutiny locker room? Yeah, that was me. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two grew up together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go back to whatever hellhole town you're from. Find your safe space, because it's not here. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good.
The greater good.
When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
So is this leading to me main eventing WrestleMania against CM Punk? Oh, Nick Aldis is on my bus now.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Bad, Nick, real bad.
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
I can't believe it.
Ugh. I haven't felt like this since the year we both moved away from our hometown.
It was really tough at first. You spend every day with someone and then all of a sudden they're gone.
But ultimately, you must have figured out how to stay friends despite the distance,
all of
right?
a sudden.
Yeah, it was hard and took a long time. But we realized even though we didn't see each other, we still had each other's backs.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
And that's
I
all
guess
that
you're right.
matters.
But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
Gonna get
I
side
know you
stories
couldn't
now.
trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Okay.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
Let's go to the men's division as Raw for the time
I'll
being.
start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Thanks. Okay, so that's why you're ready. CM Punk. That like a Mutiny CM Punk new outfit. We'll spend some attributes quickly. Drew McIntyre's here. Spend a quick bit of attribute pointing. Get grappling up. I think resilience maybe is more important to get that up for a bit. A 90 overall now. So who can we speak to here? A bit of social media before we go. Well, quite a bit of social media. Asia-tastic CM Punk. Holy bleep. NXT Mutiny is definitely going to win at Survivor Series. Go to hell, CM Punk. That's it. That's the post. Has Tony Khan taken over the WWE account? Or maybe Ryan Nemeth? John Cena. Even loss and betrayal can bring us awaken. Yeah, you would say that, John Cena. We know what you're thinking, John Cena. You big traitor. Drew McIntyre. Wait, CM Punk is a liar who has no integrity. I'm shocked. This is so close to the bone. Good riddance, CM Punk. Joy being on the losing side with NXT Mutiny. Bye-bye. Bailey. All Freebird rules, more like Punk rules. Welcome home to NXT Mutiny, CM Punk. And new Unity champions, it's Bailey and me, Alexis King. Thanks for the assist, CM Punk. We're lucky to have you as the leader of NXT Mutiny. Just when you think you have all the answers, we change the question. Well, that's Roddy Piper's line. Stop stealing Roddy Piper's lines. Again, so was that CM Punk's burner account all along the NXT Mutiny? Again, playing it into real life, and does CM Punk have a burner account? It's me and CM Punk haven't always seen eye to eye, but this is bigger than any of that. It's time to follow his lead and make history in the name of NXT Mutiny. Okay, so that's all the social media read. So let's see who we've got wanting to talk to. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, and just Troy with the live events. Seth freaking Rollins. So let's see what Seth's got to say in his little pink suit.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Exactly.
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Oh, so you're a
Punk
jerk.
made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
Punk's just wrong. I mean, the only thing I could see Big E being the architect of is a stack of pancakes.
Okay, let's start with the Big E
Was it
slander.
the insult to WWE or just the bruised ego that got you triggered?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
So let's see what everybody else has to say before making a decision.
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
See what Jey Uso has to say, other than yeet.
Hey, Uso. How you holding up after Punk's backstab?
Just laying low. At least I'm free from those straight-edge vegan sermons, right? But man, it's chaos out there.
Chaos? Bro, it's a straight-up betrayal. And I'm not even talking about Punk. Everyone around here is just kicking back, watching Mutiny rip through this place. Like, where's the loyalty?
I hear that. Maybe you and I should host an anti-mutiny recruitment mixer. You bring the snacks and drinks, and I'll work on a killer slideshow presentation. Could get some of the heavy hitters to act.
You talking about someone like Roman? He always thinks these squabbles are beneath him, but it's not as bad as Triple H and the higher-ups giving Mutiny a free pass. Now that's messed up.
Well, if anyone might have a certain high-ranking member of the board on speed dial, it'd be you.
Try. Man, Barack's caught up in that Hollywood glam. Can't see past the box office. He's been wearing a suit too long. We see Mutiny's tearing down WWE, and he sees ratings and dollar signs.
He really should get his eyes checked. Maybe all those paparazzi flashes that cause permanent damage. I guess it's up to us to open everybody's eyes and put on
They're
a show
really
they
sticking
can't
it to this
ignore.
Dwayne Johnson guy. He must work
Look,
for them.
Goose, if you want me, I'm all in for being a part of Team WWE at Survivor Series. I'll do whatever it takes to stop Mutiny in their tracks.
We need all the help we can get. I'm thinking we can get you and Jimmy on board. Have you been in touch with him lately?
It's just, with Jimmy, man, it's complicated. We ain't been right for a minute. You sure you need me to do that?
Okay.
Families are complicated. Let me think about it and weigh my options. I'll get back to you if it's the right move.
Yeet.
So we've got possibly Seth, possibly both Usos. Let's see what Drew has to say.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Okay.
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
I think we're going with Drew.
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Okay, you've used that one before. So Army of Punk, this is the story. Should have about enough time to get through this one.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot.
So we're going into
this MMA style match attire
NXT Underground
And
with
you have to think it's
Punk,
going to send
with
Punk's blood
McIntyre
pressure
even,
through the roof.
with DM Punk.
Stomp to the leg.
Okay.
Fends it off. Good counter. Buck
Yeah, it's not
comes
right, come on.
back at him.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
From behind, chop block.
Big forearm. Looking to put an end to this.
We're going to unlock MMA Drew at the end of this.
And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count.
Oh, yeah, the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Reversal. And that turns things around.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
McIntyre basically telling him that this is what dominance really looks like.
Fist directly to the gut.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Get out of there, man.
Drew is
She's
feeling
fighting out of
it now.
existence.
This fight is pumping him up.
What's he open to find down there?
Can't use weapons in Underground.
Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Short clothesline.
Oh.
And it's time to headbutt you.
Blackout kiss.
And will that be enough to say goodnight with a Claymore?
The
Yeah.
official calls it clearly they cannot fight any longer.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Okay, so Drew's on board.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with.
Probably
Doesn't
costing him
really
the title.
matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Must prepare for my confrontation with Carney, malcontent Punk, beard trim, Claymore loaded. Knowing that I free in that revolutionary's head. Tick, tick, tick. You're real funny, Drew McIntyre. But when CM Punk gets his hands on your Scottish Warrior cosplaying ass, you won't be joking anymore. Talk to
Did
myself.
you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever gonna make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
I'm guessing he approved the script.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
The leader of Mutiny to appear on WWE Raw, CM Punk has promised to confront Drew McIntyre tonight.
Typical CM Punk. Sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this
Sure,
week, not KO, a.k.a.
KO wearing a Punk shirt.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
Boom! And found a way to turn the tables, holding on to a wrist lock.
Maneuvering out and into control of the situation.
Just taking the legs out.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
Yeah, he is wearing the shirt. One of the best in the world shirts.
Being placed in the corner here. On the top rope now. Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes. Superplex! Any move from the top like that is nearly catastrophic.
And that could cause a bad day at the office for Owens.
You can see McIntyre there whip to whip.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Okay, so I need to get out of the ring.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Ooh! Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Ooh! Oh! Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot
no.
now.
No more holding back, going all out now.
Oh, one thunderous final blow.
Okay, so we got a Claymore set up.
Like approach of McIntyre, just doing whatever it takes to lock up a win here tonight.
Owens sent flying. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Do I though?
There's some power behind that punch.
Sit out, pendulum face buster.
That's gonna hurt.
The thing is, this is a long way to go. Risk getting counted out. I'm concerned. Right, so this is the center of the entrance stage, is it not, friends?
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell?
That's Lexus King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
He's in CM Punk attire.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And
Yep, she's got a high knee, all right.
To direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got? Insult meet injury.
Anaconda
Gigi
Vice.
Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
That's no good. You got exactly what you wish for Drew McIntyre. You got CM Punk in the ring, and two more CM Punks outside the ring. Look, I can be witty on social media too. Okay.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
Well, I'm sorry.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk.
Whose side are you on, Pierce?
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up. And they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for him.
Nice play, CM Punk. Really showed me in the WWE universe exactly what kind of coward you are. You've always been about running your mouth, and just like MMA, I do that better than you. Tune in next week and have a seat under my learning tree. Brave words coming from a guy running posts from a hospital bed. Who's the fine China now? Proofreading, guys. Proofreading. Only takes a second.
Drew McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
Do I have your attention now?
They say time is a flat circle. And that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go. If it's the real Punk this time.
It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the Machine anointed you the chosen one, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
It's clobbering time. But who's behind him?
Not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned. And this is a whole new world.
Uh-oh.
This will get settled. But not by me. Come on out, boys.
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword?
It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here for Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No,
Oh.
he isn't.
And they've got Punk cornered.
Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
I got away. He got away.
For Punk, maybe.
Kevin Owens is alone with
Beat
two
him
of
down.
the most dangerous men in WWE.
I'm not sure KO thought he was going to be the sacrifice for his fearless leader tonight.
Okay, so I can switch between.
You get fleas, Saxton. Happens every time. A plethora of
characters.
ways to get imaginative up there, none of which are sanctioned by the WWE. Hurricanrana.
So I'm guessing, have I got it as a signature now? Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter where.
Counter. Cross body.
The positives of being able to switch between characters. Oh no, Drew's got stuck. I'm trying to put him in the ring, man.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Clothesline. So effective.
He wants his crowd on their feet. He wants them to make some noise.
Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Bringing a steel
Thank
chair
you.
into play here. It is his time to take care of business.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
So I could just
All right, he's got to refocus
do
on
rage,
that.
but it's Doesn't seem worth it. They're set up now. There it is.
Looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
Stunning display of power.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Now he just released the hold, and
Okay.
I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Oh.
This is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
I wanted to use the Claymore.
Knockout victory.
About it worked.
This one is over.
It worked anyway.
Owens just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own move.
When KO wakes up after being locked in that Anaconda vice, he should ask himself some serious questions about who he's chosen to follow.
So it looks like Drew is locked in for our Survivor Series team. Who will Eliza find?
This close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
And I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously, we couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Shall we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
I think
We're
he
all
was
agreed.
joking.
Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
So, stay on Raw as Lester or go to SmackDown as Eliza again? Can I recruit more? Can I recruit Seth still? We're going to switch to SmackDown, I think. But that'll be where we carry on next time.
I'm going to SmackDown to see who wants to join the party.
I don't know how you could possibly find another partner as good as me, but time's a-wasting.
Okay, so next time out we'll be choosing between Jade Cargill, Becky Lynch, not Troy Simpkin, and Charlotte Flair. Who will it be? Well, you will just have to tune in next time to find out, won't you? Bye.